Boundary, a real or imagined line that demarcates something from the other. That means it's a place where you allow some and you don't allow some. Somebody wrote in and asked me to talk about how to set boundaries at the workplace and to be assertive without offending. Welcome. Welcome to today's episode of How to set boundaries. But I believe boundaries are not set for various reasons. I enlist 4. Number 1, you and I may not be able to set boundaries when we are needy. That means we are needy for the money or for some resource that someone is providing to us. And therefore, if we were to set a boundary, it would upset the apple cart. So, ask yourself, are you needy and therefore unable to set boundaries? 2, we worry about how we are being perceived if we set boundaries. Since most of us like to be approved of and liked, we do not want to cause any discomfort in relationships. So we are not able to set boundaries because we want to be thought well of. 3, we don't set boundaries because we believe that we are supermen and superwomen who can do everything, physically and mentally. So we don't push back when too much is asked of us because we think we can overachieve. 4, our body gets into some kind of distress because when we set boundaries, it may cause some kind of unpleasantness. We don't like to experience the discomfort that the body signals us when we are not saying some very pleasant things. So we avoid setting boundaries because we want to avoid bodily discomfort. So these are 4 reasons I enlist for why it may be hard for many of us to set boundaries. Having understood this, let's learn how to set boundaries. 1, you have to be true and honest to yourself how needy you are for the resources that are available to you by certain people. If you need your job, you need the money, you need the resources that this job or person or family member provides, you may have to comply. You have to be honest with yourself. And then when you know that you're complying, it is better done gracefully rather than grudgefully. 2, you have to understand that self-care is the first tenet of wellness. Take off your Superman or Superwoman's robe and be human and underscore that physical and mental energy is limited. And if you really deplete your reserves, you will find yourself falling sick very often. 3, learn self-confidence. Do not depend on others to give you your approval or to make you feel good. Work on whatever it is that you need to feel good about yourself with and for, and see yourself being able to displease some of them without too much of distress. 4, anything that is worth doing is uncomfortable, whether it is losing weight or setting boundaries. That means deprivation in the first case will allow you to lose the weight. And in the second case of setting boundaries, you will have to allow your body to go through some amount of discomfort or distress when you push back. But there's a caveat. Not everyone can set all boundaries and not all boundaries have to be set. You will have to pick your battle of which boundaries you want to set and which boundaries you don't mind coming in to your personal space. I hope this helps. If you like what you hear, please do hit the like button. Please do share my video and of course continue to write to me at varkha@varkhachulani.com. Till next week, it's goodbye and thank you.